Hi, this is Brad Seacott with Terracom. In this video, we're going to go over one of these sample Python scripts that we wrote for the Viavi TB5800 and ONA800/1000 products. And in this video, we're going to go over the GUI sample that we wrote using tkinter in Python. So this is a very simple example. There's a tremendous amount of power. You can write full up user interfaces using the tkinter, and this is just a quick sample of how to do this. As with all of these other scripts, first of all, the TBird5800 and the ONA scripts are very similar. We split them out so that you could just pick which one you want instead of making a whole application. They use different dependencies. Again, that was done on purpose so that you can use just what you need. So if you want to write a program and you want to grab some stuff from our controls library, great. If you want to grab some stuff from the controller common library, great. The idea, I know it's a lot of files, but the idea is to make it easier to pick and choose what you want so that you can get up and going as fast as you can. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. So the first thing we need to do is we need to set the IP address. And as I said, that this is a very simple application. Certainly in your application, you can have the user input the IP address. We just decided to put it in the code. We have the IP address here, and you can see it's incorrect. Well, you can't see it's incorrect yet, but I'm going to show you that it's incorrect. The way to find out what the address is, I'm on a VNC viewer that's VNC'd into a TB5800 on the Wi-Fi here, and I just go to System Network and I look at my IP address. It's 1.1.19. This one's .1.12. I need to change it to 19. This is on DHCP, the way I have it set up now, so it changes all the time. I would recommend that you put it in a static IP address if you can. That makes it a lot easier to keep consistency. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's save. I'm just using Visual, I think this is called Visual Code. Yeah, Visual Studio Code. So it allows you to put the programs up here and then the terminal down here. Okay, so let's go back here and look at what our test is. And we have a couple of defaults in here. Again, just written to make it easier. Our default applications, the term is the 100 gig on port 1. Okay, and of course you can set that up to anything you like. You can do a pull-down application or pull-down menu in your application. We're using tkinter, and you can see we're using tkinter, the tkinter library. I believe in most computers nowadays it's coming standard. If not, you might have to download tkinter, and you can find that out. Just Google tkinter download. That's actually quite easy to download. So, okay, so same rules apply. You have to have the Python script in the current directory, and we'll go ahead and type tbird. Oops, that's not going to work. Python 3. It has to be Python 3. tbird 5800 GUI sample. Now, I think I've said this in previous videos. I'm running this on a Mac. I have to type Python 3, but when I run this on my PC, I only have to type py. And so it might be different for different computers, okay? Now, here's our little applet, okay? And what's happening is it's launching the application, okay? So it's launching that 100 gig application. You can actually see it down here. It's launching that application. And we have a timer here, just so if it gets hung up after 60 seconds, it'll time out. All right, and it'll actually load that application in quicker than 60 seconds. Okay, so the application's connected. And so we just have some very simple stuff here. We have a peek command, we have a poke address, we have a poke value, and then we have a Skippy command. All right. And so let's go ahead and grab a Skippy command. What is a good Skippy command? You know what? Let's go pull one out of the let's see. I can pull one out of here. All right. I'm just going to pull one out of my parser program. So this is a text file that we wrote, or that we use as a demo for the parser. So let's go ahead and put the Skippy command that asks us who the vendor is. Okay, so let's say SENS, NS, colon data, space string, physical, QSFP, SFP, vendor. Let's see if this works. All right, this is what we sent, and it returned Finisar Corp. All right, so say we wanted to peek, let's go ahead and peek 0x56. All right, so it executes the peek command, and it returns 0xf. Okay, so you can see how, and again, this is just a start. So you can put all kinds of commands in here. You can load up multiple peek values. You can load up multiple Skippy values. You could put automatic Skippy values that just say run, things like that. But this is just a quick little sample on how to do an application that has a GUI front end on it. Okay. If there's any questions, feel free to reach out to us. You can email me at bsicotte@terracom.com. We're on the web, www.terracom.com, and I hope this was helpful.